All right, guys, welcome back to Keeping It Frank. It's me, Keston Frank, and I have a special guest today, my man Dave Williams.
What's
David
going
Williams, what's
on?
going on, baby?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
All right, man, I'm
Thanks for
good, man,
having
I'm
me.
good. And you know how we do. We have a little tradition going on. Dave brought a little something for us to sip on real quick. What you brought today,
Yeah,
dog?
those a little something. We're gonna keep it on the low. They don't need to know all that. Keep it in
Uh,
the cup.
yeah, baby, so we're going to toast it up.
Yeah, libations, libations.
Yes, sir. What's going on with you, man?
Man, everything's good. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Even despite this whole COVID-19 situation, I'm blessed, man. Everything's good.
Nah, it's definitely lovely, bro. So let's explain to people who is David Williams.
David Williams is African American male, college graduate.
Yeah.
Got my bachelor's, got my master's.
Ah, big, doing big things, big things.
Appreciate it. And a lot of people don't know I'm an entrepreneur, heavy on entrepreneurship outside of my 9 to 5. Um, big on entrepreneurship and big on giving back to the community as much as I can.
Okay, let's go. What college you went to?
So for my bachelor's, I started off at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. 1854, first HBCU for sure. So I did 2 years out in Lincoln, and I'm still very connected with my college friends from out there. And then I came back home, went to John Jay College of Criminal Justice in the city. Played basketball for John Jay for 3 years, and I've always played ball. So
Yeah.
I know we're gonna get into.
Okay.
Get into that. Yeah.
Get into the business. The
Yeah.
business. Okay. Well, tell us something about I know you're an entrepreneur. What kind of entrepreneurship you got going on?
Currently I have two businesses. One, I have REPS, and that stands for Respect, Education, Perseverance in Sports. So it's not just basketball based. It's more so, it is a for-profit, but it's not digging in people's pockets to hurt them.
Got you.
I believe anything that you're good at, you deserve to get compensated
Yeah,
for.
make that money.
Right, of course, you make that money, but you want to be mindful of what community you're in and
Yeah.
how much you're charging.
Yeah.
You don't want to kill them. And I'm from urban community, so I don't go over where I know the parents won't be able to afford.
So everybody, so you working with kids, adults?
Both.
Okay.
So what I try to do, like I said, it's not only sports is the S in reps, but it's also education and really getting people off of the streets and using sports as a tool to motivate and show people how they can get into college or do something more positive, because idle time creates an idle mind, and then you can end up in trouble like that. So that's when I really started it, man.
We know how that goes. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Right. So I just want to provide an outlet and a safe space for not only kids but adults to get some recreational time doing their favorite sports or their favorite activities. Of course, I'm biased to basketball, but I work with other people that teach different sports. So
Yeah, 'cause I saw on your IG and I thought it was just basketball at one point, but I'm not looking at your IG. I saw like the basketball, the football, the soccer.
Right. So
like,
it's anything that you're into, and usually I go out and I'll rent out space within a school or a church and just provide services. I let them know if we're doing basketball, we're doing soccer, we're doing whatever we're doing, whoever I have working with us. So that's really dope.
So when it comes down to the kids, like what's the age group of the kids that you're working with?
So age group for kids, I usually like starting with like 8 years old, like so anywhere between like second grade, third grade. First grade is cool too. It's a little bit younger, like 7-year-olds, but anything under that, it's a little bit more challenging.
The headaches.
I do that. Yeah, to be honest, it's just harder. Their attention span is so much lower.
Yeah.
So I'll work with them, but more on a one-on-one aspect. Not the full game not the full game like we're working with others too much, because I'm only gonna offer what I know I'm an expert at. So I'm never gonna be like, hey.
It's so crazy. Like I used to work at this school in Park Slope, 282, the after school program. And on the weekends I used to do assistant coaching. I was assistant coach with basketball, football. I love football. I also love basketball too, but football and basketball, those like my two sports I can I played it and whatever the case is, right? I remember like my last year there, they had me coach soccer.
How was that?
It's crazy. And then, you know, the one of my guys, my fraternity brothers, he's actually usually the head coach. I'm usually just an assistant coach to him.
Right.
This is the first time he let me do the coaching. But he's like, I'm gonna be your assistant coach. I was like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna put me on the spot on soccer?
Right. Like,
man, our first game, man, we got washed up. I mean, these kids had to just come from Jamaica because they was in there.
They were in there.
All I heard, yeah, it was gold. So it was like I had like some kids on my team. I think I had the Haitian squad.
Right.
The other dude had the Jamaican squad. You know what I'm saying? And all I was, Trevor, pass the ball now. Try the ball. That's all
Yeah, soccer is something else, man. Soccer.
Like, Trevor, pass the ball. Trevor's out here doing flips behind the head. The ball is going up. All I saw, they were just, they were just passing the ball around. And, I'm looking at this coach like, you are a mother.
Soccer. People take youth sports hard. Like, they go hard, man. Like,
we had this one kid. He couldn't play any kind of sports for anything, but he was always trying.
I mean, that's really what you want. You want kids to be active and try their best, but some kids are naturally going to be better than others.
I was like, I need you to sit that kid down.
Sit down, man. You're not that talented, yo.
So, what community do most of these kids come from? 'Cause I know you live in Queens.
Yeah, I live in Queens, Southside Jamaica, Queens. You heard?
Okay, 50 cents. Yeah.
Nah. So I'm based in Queens, and I love being based in Queens because that's where I'm from, and my job where I work at is in Queens as well. So I provide services within my community at my school.
Yeah.
I'm working in charter schools. So.
Yeah. So most of the kids is coming from the neighborhood.
Most of the kids are from that neighborhood. But what is interesting is I started my own basketball league for elementary school, K through 5. So, and this is something that a lot of people don't know. You can make money from doing this, and there's nothing wrong with making money. So I'm always an advocate of teaching people how to put money in their pocket.
Yeah.
So growing up playing basketball, we're playing, but nobody tells us, hey, if you don't make it to the NBA or if you don't make it to your highest level, how can you make money from this?
Yeah.
Outside of teaching somebody how to play. So that's one way. You can teach somebody how to play.
Yeah.
But what if you want to be the person hosting a tournament?
Yeah.
So what I started to do, once I realized there's not that many tournaments in Queens, basketball in New York for elementary school is really in Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan.
Yeah, because we definitely had a lot of tournaments out here. Like when I was doing it, we was definitely had like a lot of tournaments, like, just within the program, and then outside the program, we was going to certain tournaments outside the program as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in Brooklyn, as you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people come out to Brooklyn to do it.
You know how we do out here in Brooklyn.
I'm not mad at it.
You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to bring that same aspect to Queens. So I was like, there's not enough exposure in Queens and opportunities for elementary school kids. So I started my own tournament, and all you have to do, this is what you got to do, man, and this is what we should be teaching and advocating for high school students who may not be as talented, college students that come home and they're like, I don't know what to do, I got hurt, how can I put money in my pocket? I still love the game, but I can't play. You build a relationship with the local church that has a basketball gym, or you build a relationship with principals that, anywhere that has a gym, indoor gym. Because if you want to do tournaments in the wintertime, you're not outside.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So once you build that relationship with them, you get yourself insurance, get yourself a little $1 million policy. It sounds, $1 million policy is only like $300.
Yeah.
It's just to cover anybody that gets hurt under your business name. Once you have that gym on lock, just reach out to schools. Schools have a certain money. They have money put to the side just for sports and activities. So once I started calling surrounding schools, it was like, yeah, you do a basketball tournament? I'm like, yeah, it's just right in my school. We're like 15 minutes away from you. If you need busing, I reach out to people.
Bus company. Yeah.
And now that income is now in your pocket. As long as you have that rapport, you have your insurance, you have that relationship with that principal, and they're okay with you running that program. Now that money you charge them, whatever you charge them for a team. I'm charging $282 or $151, whatever the name of the school is. This amount of money for your whole team. For your whole team, 15 kids, whatever it is.
Yeah.
now they're paying you money, and there's nothing wrong with that because kids are learning, they're socializing, they're learning teamwork,
Yeah.
and they're collaborating, they're networking with kids their age, and they're having a good time.
That's
so
dope.
you shouldn't feel bad. You're not taking away from the kids, and you're charging money that is already allocated for school activities.
That's dope. How many teams you have in your league?
So I've had up to 10 schools into it, and of course you gotta have trophies. Like, don't run a tournament and don't give your kids trophies.
Give them little paper plaques.
You gotta give each athlete trophies. So use that money to give the kids back. You want them to have something they could walk away with. So you give them a team trophy, you give them individual trophies, and they feel good. First place and second place.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
All right, I just thought about this question because real talk, when we was growing up, I remember I remember playing sports, playing basketball, football, whatever. If you lost, you lost. If you're the winning team, you're the winning team.
Right.
Right. Nowadays, everybody get a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You do the same thing.
So.
And why do you do the same thing?
Okay, so I only offer first place and second place trophies. Not everybody in the league, because that would be 10 schools, and that's more money that I've even bought in to supply everybody with it. But I definitely want to give second place a trophy because you made it to the championship.
Yeah,
you got
of
your
course,
family around, everything like that. But I do it to both teams instead of just one team because I want these are young kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody's really over 11 years old.
Man, I don't know. You gotta learn in life there's winners and losers, and if you lose, it's okay to lose. That just teach you. It is okay. It teach you to. I mean, it's a life lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I think what happened nowadays, you have a lot of people who don't understand losing.
I agree with that.
Right?
A lot of people don't know.
And then so this is what happens now. So when you give everybody a trophy or a plaque or some shit like that, it says okay, it's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's like okay, well, what happened to the work ethic? You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
I think you have a lot of kids nowadays that lacks that, and I think that could be the reason. That could be one of the reasons why, because everybody is so sheltered. They shelter these kids nowadays. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I agree to a certain aspect. I mean, that's why I don't believe everybody should get a trophy. But everybody that made it to the championship round, you want them to feel good.
Of course,
and
of course.
Of course, you want to have your business at the.
Yeah.
You want parents.
Yeah.
To feel good, and you want the kids to feel good, and you want people to come back.
Now, real quick, because you said the educational piece, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you like what I just mentioned? Do you try to teach them things like that? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Winning, losing, the aspect of working hard, and even if you lose, you know what I'm saying, that's not the end all be all. I think nowadays kids don't learn that, and I don't think the school teach them. I don't think none of that. Nobody teach them that.
I agree with you 100%. So a lot of times during halftime, or even before the game, I'll get an announcer, let them know that I'm the commissioner of this tournament. I expect sportsmanship, shaking each other's hands. You're young. Yeah. You're not older than 11 years old. You shouldn't be talking back to the ref. Mm-hmm. That's a bad habit to get into. Yeah.
Because then also they see it on TV. They see
it on TV and they think because the adults, the NBA superstars are doing that. Yeah. That they can do that. We're not going to do that here. Stop. You're not as good as you think you are. Yeah. Like, you're not. You're learning the game, and there's a certain way. You got to have respect for the game. You got to have respect for yourself. Yeah. And I make sure that even down to the coaches are not going to get crazy. They're going to have respect for each other and remember that there are families in the crowd. There's young girls, young boys in the crowd, and we're in a school. Like, conduct yourself in a certain manner. Like,
yeah, you started now, and hopefully later on they can emulate the same thing as they get older.
That's what you want, because once that attitude gets too crazy, you're in trouble. Like, if I'm feeling myself, or if I'm too arrogant, then that's gonna affect my contract. That's gonna affect my money if I do make it to the NBA. Nobody wants to work with a head case, man.
And you see that happen all the time too.
All the time.
That happen all the time, man. It's just crazy.
It's very crazy, man.
Nah, but that's definitely dope. You know what I'm saying? And how do you get like the word out? Like, how do you promote it? How do you brand it? Like, how do you push that?
So that's the grind. That's the most challenging thing, but also the best aspect. So I'll go to schools as soon as I get off of work, because I work at a school. I'll run out and go try to talk to principals, or go to all surrounding schools, because you don't want to reach out too far and then know that the school can't make it to every game.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like counterproductive. It doesn't work out. So I go to the surrounding schools in the area within maybe a 20 mile radius, if that, 15. I try to keep to like 15. I just introduce myself. Hello, I'm David Williams. I work at this school. I also run a youth sports program. I do basketball. We do track and field. We do soccer. Whatever your interest is. Volleyball, whatever. We offer it. And then once we get at least a minimum of 6 schools, then we run a tournament.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
What's going on, y'all? Reps League championship game coming up. You know, we're giving out $4,000.
$4,000
to the first place team.
Who face, baby?
We got Team Box Out in the championship again. They went undefeated last year. The prize was $2,000. They took that home. Now they're trying to take home the $4,000. But it's not gonna be easy. They'll be playing against Brooklyn Horsemen. Brooklyn and Harlem. That team is mixed up. You know, so may the best team win. You know, it's Reps NYC.
So I know you say you have an adult league. I know the adult league have to be the craziest league.
It's absolutely.
We just basically mentioned how adults do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The adult league is crazy because a lot of adults, you know, they feel like they've either played college basketball or they feel like I played overseas or I should be in the NBA, and then they come and play in my adult league and they feel like it's the refs' fault why they're not getting the foul calls or why they're not performing the way they were. Like, they want to fight, they want to
crying and whining.
I'm like, yo, listen, man, listen. This is just rec. This should just be for your love of the game and to stay in shape. Like, you should not be out here trying to fight another man. You probably got kids. If you don't have kids, you're an adult. You don't worry about your livelihood. Like,
absolutely.
Nobody's out here trying to hurt you on purpose, trying to cheat you from winning the game. But these adults, man, they're more of a headache than kids.
How was that process? How was that process having the adult league?
So I was fortunate enough to contact and become friends with the person who runs the GOAT League, which is like the number one adult tournament in New York City. So I reached out to him and he's like, yeah, I'll join your tournament. Who else do you have? And from me playing basketball, I know a couple of people that still are active. And really it's just reaching out to people that you know still play ball, but they are working their 9-to-5s. They play it as like recreation purposes. So reach out to them, yo, I'm having a tournament. And you can do it one or two ways. You can do it as I'm doing a tournament, 6 games, and then single game elimination when you get to the playoffs. And you do it for free. You give out shirts. Adults will play for that. Yeah. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to offer adults the opportunity to make a little money, more incentive. Yeah. You know, but not incentive in the way where I want to fight if I lose. So I'll be like, I'll offer $2,000. I'll offer $4,000 for the winner of the tournament. So you pay $600 to get in. That covers your jerseys. I'll give them a shirt, and then they pay their ref fee. And the winner wins $4,000 or $2,000, whatever I say. The grand prize.
They go hard for that.
They go hard. Listen,
they go hard.
Listen, man. It's 10. I say you can't have more than 10 adults on the team. You can have less, but you at least obviously gotta have 5 because it's basketball. Yeah. Splitting $2,000 between 10 men, you're not making that much. You're not making that much. Like, stop. Like, so it's no reason to fight. It's no reason to get crazy. It should just be bragging rights. Yeah. You know, you talk junk against people that you know, that you grow. And most of these guys played against each other either in high school or college. Yeah. But, yeah, they want to fight and act up like crazy. It's not worth the headache. So if I see people start fighting, though, I'm like, yo, you can't enter next year. Like, or the next.
But do you see a lot of fights, though? Like, do it really get to that point?
So if you're going to do adult league, have security. Kids league, you don't need it. Like, kids are still kids, luckily, even though they're a little fresh out the mouth. But adults, you never know adults' motive. Yeah. Or adults can get crazy, so you want to have security. That's my one gem. If anybody wants to do adult league.
You be out here on some above the rim shit. Oh, yo, get the strap.
Fortunate, I've only seen in my tournament. There's only been one fight, thankfully, and it was quickly broken up. But there's always jarring where it can get there, so you got to let them know. Another thing that my good friend Dez, he's a big ref, told me to do. Yo, listen, anybody act crazy, you charge them $20 for a tech. Them techs start adding up. They don't want to pay that $20, or you won't play.
That's
play
crazy.
next. So that's how you gotta kind of monitor the adults.
Yeah.
Maybe two techs, two of those $20 fees, you don't play again. But you can't come back in the game until you pay that $20.
Yeah.
That start adding up. You like, I'm wild.
Well, and I know this COVID-19 kind of like slow down the process and
Definitely.
everything. So hopefully, like when things get on the move, everything kind of settle down, get everything back moving again.
Definitely.
I'm gonna come out there and see a couple.
Yeah, man. Come see the games, man. Come see the kids, man. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. The adults, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Come see the kids ball out.
See the kids, man. They love it.
Start off, ladies. Upper body, give me push-ups. Give me 10 on your knees. Or if you could do regular push-ups, give me. Fellas, 20. Mandatory 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Right into a plank. Roll over into that plank. Clock
This
stop.
is it.
1 minute.
This is it. And then we're done. Plank. Let's go, Tonto. Plank. Let's go, Mr. Jones. Let's go, B. Cooper. Go, Kim. Last thing, Kim.
All right, guys. So if you know, once again, I'm here with my boy David Williams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Now, also, I know you out here with your fitness joint, getting your fitness, you got your
Yeah.
fitness business going.
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
how is that?
So the name of my business is called Accountability Fitness. I went with that name because with fitness, the hardest thing to do is hold somebody accountable. Like the consistency is everything, man.
Yeah.
Consistency is everything. So I thought it was a catchy name, drag people out and stay on top of them. And that's what I do as a personal trainer. I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm like, yo, listen, you said you wanted this, let's
Yeah.
go. Get up. I don't wanna hear you tired, I don't wanna hear you sleepy. You're gonna have time to sleep after you put this work in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going good, man. It's going good. I have a business partner. My business partner, Alexis, she helps me out major. So it's like a dual component, and it's really dope and different because we'll maybe do 5 workouts or 5 rounds of workouts. So we'll do 2 workouts in one round, 2 workouts in the second, third, fourth, until we get to the 5th.
Yeah.
I'll do 1 round for a minute. She'll jump in next, do the next round, and it really motivates and shows that it's not only men that can be fit; it's females as well.
Yeah.
You know, we want to get out of that old school machismo male.
I mean, there's a lot of females doing it right now.
Yeah,
I
there's
see
a lot
it
of
on
females
Instagram. You
killing
see
it.
like
Listen,
they're out here
there's
doing
a
it.
lot of females killing it.
I ain't gonna lie, since it's COVID-19, you see a lot of people on Instagram getting their workout on.
Yo, listen, a lot of people doing that. Everybody want to be a personal trainer.
Yeah, yeah. I think I could do it too. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to, you know, I think I could bust out something.
Do it. And listen, man, it's more than 1 billion people in this world. Go ahead. You want to be a personal trainer? Like, people think that you could saturate a market. You can't, man. There's too many people out here. Like,
and plus, we're in New York where everybody's trying to do the same shit. So like,
it
there's a lot of
doesn't
people.
matter. You just do it different.
Yeah,
You throw your spin on it. And
exactly.
then
That's the only difference. That's the only thing behind it. It's like, how can you make this your own?
that's all it is. Making something your own and making it unique, and your business, your idea, whatever it is, will flourish. But you gotta throw something different on it to attract people. So yeah, me and my business partner, Lex, I'll work out, she'll work out.
Shout out to Lex.
Yeah, shout out to Lex. She'll have a ladies' night. She might have Lexi ladies' night, or she'll say ladies' night Thursday. Thursday's usually always ladies' night in the club, right?
Yeah,
so
facts,
she'll like ladies' night workout. We'll do glutes and legs and glutes. She'll do so legs and ass, in other words, for the ladies on Thursday. Or she might have.
I mean, that's kind of important out here. You know,
support it, man.
Summertime, you know, you gotta be right.
Gotta be right.
Right.
Or she'll do like a waistline Wednesday.
Okay.
And then she'll really headline those days, and I'll headline maybe a Monday, push up challenge, or physical Friday, something like that.
Yeah.
So we go Monday through Friday, usually 7 p.m.
So what got you into doing the physical fitness? What got you into that?
It's interesting because I've always been an athlete, which started reps. So I started reps as an athlete. played basketball, played high school, I played college, and so I've always been physically fit. I've always stayed on it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, everybody kept on saying to me, yo, you always working out. Why not do it as a profession? And I was kind of, at first I was against it because a big part of personal training is you gotta go get clients. You gotta be on people. You gotta be on people. And that really wasn't that's not really me. I'm kind of like laid back in the shadows.
Yeah.
But then once I realized it's really changing people's lives, and it's not just a New Year's resolution. It's not just like, hey,
that's the
ball's
worst.
about to drop.
That's the
I
worst.
want to work out. Like, people gotta understand, like, you want to live a healthy lifestyle for you, and not just for the moment, for the duration of your life. For you first, your family and your friends. You want to be around for your family and your friends, and the only way to do that is to eat properly and be physical. And then once I realized it could really change people's lives, I was like, yeah, I'm here for this. I want to do this. Like, I don't mind. I take great joy in helping people in general, from kids to adults. Yeah.
I like your social media too. I be seeing you doing your little motivational speeches.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, get up.
It's a little crazy sometimes.
I'm like, yo, get up, go work out, man. Don't just sit on that couch, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that's very important because we was talking outside of this, and we was talking about content, right? And that's very important. And I want to teach people how important content is to business. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main important thing. Once you can create a brand for yourself, like your self-image, your self-brand, that would leak over to whatever business you have going on. So that's definitely important to continue pushing.
That's 100%.
Now, what made you start doing that though? Like,
so the content, I was like, I kind of wanted to give people a visual representation of that. I'm not just a personal trainer that's going to tell you what to do, or like, I'm not that person in general. I'm not just a teacher that is going to say, hey, do this, do that, do that. I'm going to show you that I'm doing it too, that I'm sweating, I'm tired, I'm hurting. I'll even post some days, I don't feel like working out. Like, people think that just because you're a personal trainer, you love to work out every day. No, you don't. You're a human being. You want to chill, you want to lay back, you want to relax, but you know that that's not going to get results. You know that's not going to get you to where you want to be. So you got to do the things that you don't want to do. So I was like, I spoke to my partner. I was like, yo, we got to start doing more content. We got to put stuff out. People want to see you do it. Yeah. People want to see her as a woman, as a female doing it. People want to see me as a male doing it. People want to see us doing it together, which brings couples together.
That's dope.
That's dope too. Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that joint's a little crazy, but you know, like before this, have you like watched any other motivational
fitness people? What have I watched? I watched a little bit of everybody before I really decided to get into it. I watched a little Sean T with his insanity workouts. I thought that was pretty intense, pretty cool. I watch a lot of Instagram people, because if you're not looking up to somebody, if nobody's better than you, then you can't get better, man. Exactly. Michael Jordan was looking up to somebody. Kobe was looking up to Michael Jordan. Like, you can't be the best. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
You're wrong room. Yeah,
you're in the wrong room.
I don't want to. You gotta leave that room and find somebody.
Like, how can I get better?
That you can learn from.
So yeah, it's a couple people that I always looked up to, and YouTube University, I love it, man.
Exactly.
I go on YouTube and I learn whatever I want to learn.
That's my joy. That's why I used to tell you all the time, like YouTube University, man. That's what I be on.
It's the perfect age that you can just jump on the internet and learn whatever you want.
Yeah.
So always somebody I could look up to.
Nah, I love that. I love it, man. I always tell people all the time, like, I learned everything from YouTube University.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, people like
this should really just change the name to YouTube University.
For real.
I feel like that's how we all see it as anyway. Like,
for real.
Anything you want to learn is on there.
It's on.
And I'm always on there, so. That joint is crazy by itself, man.
And social media is beautiful, man. You got Google. We always got our phones out next to us. Like, if you want to learn something, it's right there. It's not like back in the day where you got to go to the library. Yeah. Or you got to open up an encyclopedia. Like, it's no excuse.
That's why these kids is all messed up nowadays, by the way. Just saying.
They don't got the hard shit. They don't got the hard shit.
Because I remember those library days.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, like, yo, you go dictionary.
Yeah, word.
Hey Siri, tell me what this means.
That you out here
it's
just
Webster.
You can't figure out a word. You just out here just sort of, what does word even mean? What is saying? You know what I'm saying? Pronunciation. All right, let's see what's going on over here.
It's crazy.
Nowadays, you like Siri.
Siri, tell me, how many push-ups do I gotta do
Dude, word.
to burn a calorie? Like,
So speaking of that, what's your regimen like?
my regimen, so I'm heavy. So at first, I used to go in the gym, like weight training, or I'd be like calisthenics. Everything is good. Everything fits its own purpose. Right now, I'm big on the high intensity interval training. So maxing out your maximum effort of whatever exercise it is for 20 seconds, let's say. If you could go hardest, then you shouldn't be able to go past 20 to 25 seconds. If you're going super hard at something, especially something like a cardiovascular exercise, you shouldn't be able to do burpees for a minute long if you're doing it your hardest.
Yeah.
You should be tired by that 20 to 25 seconds, and it burns more calories. So that's what I'm into right now. Just
So like somebody like me, right?
Short, quick.
Like I ain't fat, but I think I begin the little stomach area. I'm trying to bring this weight back down. How should I start off?
Well, before you even get into the basic concept of losing weight, if you're trying to lose, is you got to remember calories in versus calories out. If you're putting more calories in your body than you're burning, you're gonna put on weight.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if I'm at home and I'm not being mindful of what I'm eating burgers and French fries. Let's say that's 500 calories in the burger and French fries that I eat, but I'm only moving and getting up and burning maybe 300 calories. That means for that day you took in 200 more calories than you burned. So you're gonna put it on. So you just gotta kind of remember that calories in versus calories out. That's where it starts. It's always diet first, and then figure out what your goal is. You trying to tone up? You trying to lose?
Yeah, I feel like I gotta lose a little bit and then tone because I'm not fat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to be like, you know what I'm saying?
I always like to say cardio, man. So with
Yeah.
cardio, man. I like that's me personally. Everything is different. Everybody's body's different, and that's the thing about personal training. You can go on Instagram or Google, and you'll see 5 different personal trainers tell you
Different
different things.
Exactly.
And you'll be lost and confused. It's kind of up to your body, man. But one thing your personal trainer should be telling you is calories in versus calories out. They should also be referring you to a nutritionist if they're not certified nutritionist. They should be also asking your doctor. It's a lot of things, man. You got to take somebody's measurements. How are you assessing somebody's reaching a goal?
Yeah.
I could tell you, yo, I want you to be.
I know your height, the weight ratio, all that stuff.
All that matters. So you gotta know who you're messing with and do your background research yourself. Like we just mentioned, having our phones accessible to us is the major thing. So we can know the basics. All right, I weigh this. I know how to check my BMI. I know my body mass index. I know how to check that on my own. Now let me go out to a personal trainer and they can take me to the next level. But
That's dope.
Do your background information.
That's definitely dope. So listen, y'all. If y'all looking for a trainer, somebody to help y'all when the summertime come. Our summer may be kind of messed up this summer, right? We don't know how that's gonna go
Still gonna be
yet.
on social media.
You're still gonna be out here.
So you still want to look right.
Yeah.
Come get right with me. Follow me on Instagram. It's it's 2 A's. Ability Fitness. So it's 2 A's. Don't just spell ability fitness. Put 2 A's in front of that ability.
Absolutely,
ability fitness.
absolutely.
On IG, you know what I mean? Free workouts at 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
You heard the man. All right, so definitely check out Dave workout joint because he out here moving. Check out his social media. He's out here trying to help the people.
That's it, man. Help as well.
It's kind of funny too. I gotta check that shit out.
After this, we're gonna do try push-ups. So our hands are gonna be like this, and we pushing up like this. So not the regular push-ups, tricep push-ups. So your hands are gonna be like this on the floor. And we pushing up. We're getting 20 of those too. We're playing. We're gonna start in seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. Oh God. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, good work.
That's my first time ever doing push-ups like that.
Yeah, you should feel it right there in them triceps.
Right.
Different.
All right, so we're gonna get into the next topic. Get into a little. I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on for the past day because he just came out with a new music video for his new song, and he went live last night. Still trolling the world. Have you been following Tekashi 6ix9ine, man?
I haven't been following him.
The so-called king of New York.
The so-called king. That's crazy. That's crazy. I haven't been following him, but I'm on social media, so people post him and I see it. And I have been on the Shade Room.
Okay.
Shade Room, give you a little background story. I don't agree with his snitching at all. I don't condone.
That's crazy.
I don't condone it.
That man is crazy.
You entered that lifestyle and you acted like you was like that.
Yeah.
Period. So once you enter that lifestyle, you're supposed to own and honor everything that comes with that. If you're a gangster, be a gangster. You gotta ride out and know I gotta take this out. So I don't condone it, but things played out the way they played out.
Yeah. And he's still out here talking spicy
Still
too.
out here talking spicy.
Ooh, that man's talking spicy.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. I found it interesting, but a lot of people. I did see an interview from 50 that said 50 was basically saying he's gonna be fine because times have changed.
Yeah.
And people don't respect, or people do respect rats, not the way that they would respect it in prime 50 times. Maybe like 10, 15 years ago. Like,
No, it's crazy. Like everything changed. At one point in time, you respect the hustlers, right? The drug sellers. Then after that, you started respecting the drug users, right? You respect the niggas who was doing the shooting. Then all of a sudden to be a rapper, you have to been gotten shot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So now we about to go into this whole snitching era because that joint is kind of he's about to, because I heard like he was still gaining numbers. His music video he did. I didn't watch it. Actually, I watched it through somebody else's joint that was commenting on the video. Me personally, I'm not going to support that joint. But I support somebody else who watched the joint,
right? And
they was responding back to that. And then I watched his live through somebody who was responding to his live. So I can't really condone it, and I can't really, you know, but because I'm doing this kind of show right here, I gotta be able to watch these things and see.
Of course, you have to.
Yeah.
You doing the show, so you got to know all aspects of what's going on in the world. Doesn't mean you got to agree with it, but you got to know what's going on. You got to know what's going on. At all. You know what I'm saying? But things is different, man. Like, even down to being that we're going back from the past, how things are different to today. Like, I remember when you and I were growing up, you couldn't tell another man SMD. It was, you're going to die. By the time you say the D, somebody snuffing you, you're connecting, and it's over. But nowadays, kids run around, yo, SMD, somebody, and it's cool, and they laugh and they joke about it. Like, I remember girls used to get hit because of that. Like, girls were getting in fights.
Word. Like, yo, that was because that was their number one shit they didn't want to say. You know what I'm saying? It's times have changed, bro. Yeah. Times have changed so much. I heard I didn't see the bill. I heard you have a billboard in Times Square. Like, you have a big billboard.
I saw that on social media.
You saw it? I didn't even see that joint.
That was, I saw it on social media, something like, it was his picture, like the king is home or something shit like that. I was like, wow, he's the king of New York. I don't know, man. You think 50's gonna talk on it about him being home? I mean, 50, he's the number one troll. He's King troll. Yeah. King so 50, he may have something to say. I mean, I think a lot of people might have things to say. I don't know if they're gonna say it or not. We just wait and see what happens. So what's your overall take? I'm interviewing you now.
I mean, my overall take, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put yourself in that light. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to deal with the repercussions of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, he wasn't innocent by any means. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you have people doing double figure years in jail and you out here, that's crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He out here doing, the man's out here doing 15, 20. You know what I'm saying? They're doing time. They're doing time.
Times have changed, man. Like, you got to think about even your favorite rappers or rappers that you might respect today glorify other rappers that wear dresses.
Facts.
Like,
First of all, Tekashi,
what?
with the rainbow hair would never been a thing to really go off back in the days,
man.
bro.
Times
Like,
have changed.
and then you have dudes rocking dresses and concerts, albums.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit is different.
this joint is different.
Shit
You know what I
is
mean?
different. Shit
I
is
got
different.
nothing against the LGBT community. Just
Yeah,
want to
you
say that
gotta
real quick.
You gotta say that
gotta-
before they find
You
us.
gotta say that. Gotta put that
Listen,
out there
I love
because
y'all, right? Don't want no
Okay,
smoke.
don't
I don't
want
want
no
that Kevin Hart smoke.
no
man.
smoke. Cause you know I already know y'all run the world, so no
Right. I
smoke
want
at
that
all.
Kevin Hart smoke.
I'm
man.
just saying that hip hop was not about that back
Right,
then.
right.
Like we
Things were
didn't
just different in
accept
general.
those things back in the days. You know what I'm
Things
saying?
were different.
Now it's a little different. And this dude is kind of proving, you know, that this is just the new the new thing. How it's going to be from now on.
Things are just different, man. Things are different.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was telling my boy I wanted to do a animation of how things are different in New York. Like you remember Freshman Friday?
Yeah, Freshman.
Bruh.
Yo, Freshman Friday, yo. You actually have to.
I know kids don't even know
You
about that.
actually have to leave school early because
Yo,
he was about to get
It's
it.
one of my most memorable moments, man.
You
It's
about to-
funny times, bro.
Yo, Brooklyn Queens Day. You know what I'm saying?
Queens Day.
Brooklyn Queens Day. That joke was crazy. I went to Martin Luther King High School. So
Right.
you know what I mean, I had to take my own Brooklyn Queens Day because I was going to school in Manhattan.
Right.
I was like,
What year did you go there? Because you know I went there too.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, I left in 03.
Okay, and I came in 01.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, you came in a little bit like because I came in 99.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Came
So
in 01.
you
Right.
probably crossed the past
Had
the
to.
halls and all that.
Had to.
You probably saw a nigga that was in the gym all the time, chilling, doing nothing. No, the little workout room, and the niggas that was part of. I was in there.
Right.
Lunchroom playing spades or domino. The niggas don't.
That's
doing
it.
That was me.
Times was different, man.
My mom probably listened to the show. You had no class. Like I had class.
Right.
I had good grades, but I was also.
Times was different.
I was in trouble, so a little different. You know
Times
what I'm
was way different.
saying?
Way
Yo,
different.
Freshman Fridays, man. That shit
Freshman
was
Fridays
crazy.
was classic, man. Classic. And I'm not by any means promoting violence. I'm just saying. I'm just sharing
different
the
it
story.
was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sharing the story of how New York City was
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, that joint was
It's
crazy.
different, man. It was different. Upper class.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You taking me back, man. Taking me back.
It's funny. It's like,
Joint
but
is
they
cra-
built us different. They built us for tough times.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now bullying is a thing. Like back in the days, you just had to eat that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to eat that.
It was
Now
different.
cyberbullying is a thing. Like
Yeah.
like no, back you had real bullying. Like dudes that will like you know what I'm saying really knock you down.
Yeah.
Now you go online, you say a little words, and everybody's crying about it. Like I
It's
need you to
different
relax.
times,
I need you to
man.
relax.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
It's different times. It's different times, man.
Yeah.
It's different times. That's all I can say. Is it's different.
Freshman Fridays, B.
Yo, different times, bro. Different times.
Yo, you been watching the verses
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Get into it. I watched the T-Pain versus Lil Jon.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. No more T-Pain is hilarious.
Yeah,
I
he's a
didn't
funny
like-
dude.
He's a funny.
Not
dude.
yo T-Pain. I like watching the dude on TV. He's a funny
He's
dude.
Funny
like,
dude,
that's off
man.
jump.
He's a funny dude. Lil Jon, I didn't know he had so much hits. Like,
First of all, I didn't know Lil Jon was doing reggae before this joint.
bro,
I didn't know
what?
that joint.
I don't remember the name of the song, but he was like, I didn't know I did this. It's a classic,
The classic joint.
reggae joint.
Yeah,
He was like, I did this.
It's a classic
He's like,
joint.
I say, and it's a fire reggae joint. Like you put it on, everybody's like, oh, Bob. Little gunshot. It's crazy. Shout out to Lil Jon.
yo,
man.
Lil Jon, Lil Jon's a legend, yo. Low key, that joint is crazy.
Nah, that
like
joint
you,
was crazy.
like when you think about John, you only think about one side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the,
you just said
the
yeah.
crunk music and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. But he has some fire joints.
He had some fire joints.
You know what
He's
I'm
still
saying?
making fire joints. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then they have well the other stuff I watched. Like this whole thing started off of Timbo and Swiss.
Yeah, I did miss that one. You saw that one?
I saw that one. That's how everything got started. And then they came together. They came together. They started doing the whole versus joint.
Right.
I mean, I saw the other. I saw the Neo Jonte Austin joint. That joint was crazy because
I saw the list of that.
The joint is crazy because you start seeing hits that you never even like remember. You like
right.
And then you're like, oh, you did this.
Right. You was the person that did this.
You did this.
I thought the person singing the song. For real.
Word. And then a couple weeks ago, the Teddy Riley Babyface joint. That joint. First of all, don't give old niggas technology. You know what I'm saying? It took like 3 tries, bro. It took like 3 tries to get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? That joint is crazy.
Something else. You gotta move something else. But what I liked about exposing the old school R&B is it's totally different from today's R&B.
Yeah.
Like old school R&B, you had to feel it. Like it would make you feel like really want to cry over a girl.
Word.
Like, ah! I'm heartbroken. Like today's R&B is like so like it's not.
It's rap basically, just with little rhythm on it.
Yo,
You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
that old school R&B, they'll put you in a time of play. They'll paint a picture.
Yo, you be in your feelings, bro.
Yo, you be in.
I ain't gonna lie.
In your bag.
These times I'm blasting my 100 pound film. Like I'm out here just.
Yo, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. What R&B artist would you like to see go at it in the verses? I'd like to see Dru Hill. Cisco.
Probably. Well, if you're gonna do Dru Hill, then who's the next group that was probably up with them is probably 112 or Jagged Edge.
That would be dope, man.
That would be crazy.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Bring a lot of tears, man. People calling their ex from 10 years ago. Yo, look at that time.
Nigga be out here Cupid.
Yo, like, flying joint. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You sing too, don't
you know I do what I do out here in the streets, man.
Don't think I forgot, you know what I mean? Expose you.
Yeah. Got the word like word. Now I gotta hear something. Chill. Nah, but I think that'd be crazy. I mean, and it's crazy because you bring in the '90s back. You bring the old school back, and you introducing that to a new audience.
Yeah.
Right, and you realize like these audience like they know about these things like these
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody have like Zoom like tonight is gonna be Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on that. I'm saying I might do a little Zoom party.
I'm gonna tune in. I'm not gonna do a Zoom party, but I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna be in.
I'm gonna see who's doing the party out here. This Zoom parties be live.
That's what it said right now. You gotta stay home anyway, so you might as well be in the crib. You know what I mean?
We had I was on the first Friday Zoom party the other day. You should have came on. It was just straight Greeks on that. You should have came on, man.
I ain't know.
Yeah, the Deltas was on there, the K's was on there. Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog. It was kind of live. But yeah, the Zoom is the wave right now. Yo, this Corona joint is like is making everybody just innovate.
Yeah, for real. You gotta move with the times. You gotta think outside the box.
I think with every negativity, you gotta think about the positive side of things, and I think. If you could look at the positive side, this is something that's positive.
Absolutely.
Like we talking about the versus battle. That's something that came out of this whole thing.
Right.
Everybody doing Zoom parties and things of that nature. That's something that came out of it. You know what I mean? And I think the next thing is people's connecting again. You know
Definitely.
Now, even though it's still not the same because, the social media thing is what is the wave.
Right.
But I feel like we was losing connection. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because back in the days, we was always around each other talking. Yeah. But now,
it was on cell phones. We had to talk.
Yeah, we had to talk, right?
We don't talk.
Yeah. I got my first cell phone after 9/11 after King had that shooting.
Got you.
That's how I got my cell phone because King had that.
Right.
I don't know if you was around for that.
No, I was.
You was there for that?
I was there.
You know that was my man's, right?
I had no idea.
Yeah. I like it's crazy because the day of it, I saw a nigga, my son Vince was giving a pound, we talked whatever, but it was all over a girl.
Isn't it always over a girl? It's always over a girl.
Crazy.
Even wars happen.
Yeah.
Trojan War.
Power of the PU. That's why.
For real, it's a fact.
Nah, bro, but this COVID-19 is really exposing a lot of innovation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think you gotta get the positive and the negative at everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
like,
man.
We definitely more connected, man. That's one thing that one positive.
Yeah.
Out of COVID.
I'm hoping it's over. I'm hoping it's over soon, though. It's kind of.
Yo, for real, man.
This joint is some scary joint, man.
For real, man. Like, but it also shows you a lot of people's character. You know what I mean? And it slowed us down and showed us a lot of things that are really important.
Yeah.
You know, now nobody's really caring about how many sneakers you got, what car you backing out. You there, it don't matter. You in the crib.
That's right. I mean, niggas still finally go cop those Jordans then.
Yeah. But you know,
but you have nowhere to wear it though. So
exactly.
It's
so you should
crazy.
have more. If you don't have strong foundational compass of who you are, you should be able to. I'm gonna say shout out to my boy Cool that cop those Jordans and all that. You know, you can't go nowhere with it, but shout out to you, my nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, listen.
when he hear this, he'll be like, this nigga.
Listen, I'm not knocking anybody trying to get fly, but I want you to also value and know what's important. Know self, man. We was talking about that before we started. Like, know who you are. Facts. You gotta know who you are, man. Like, stop being clout chasers, man.
Word. All right, yo. So. It's a little game I got going on. I'm inspired by the verses. It's just mad random stuff I'm gonna yell out. All right.
Let's do it.
And I'll let you know if you win or you lost. To be honest with you, you're probably always gonna lose because I'm the one that run this game.
Probably.
There is no winning or losing. To be honest with you, it's just random. It's just mad random stuff that people could tell about you. All right, here we go. Verses, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Are you ready? Okay.
All
right. Audience is ready.
Let's do it.
I think. I don't know. I just look at the cameras. I don't know if the audience is really ready, but.
Let's do it.
All right. Jerk chicken versus curry chicken.
Curry chicken, man.
Spades versus Uno.
Spades, of course.
Electric slide versus the wobble.
Electric slide.
Thick girls versus slim girls.
Slim girls.
Water park versus Johnny Pump.
Oh, damn, Johnny Pump.
Hennessy versus Patron.
Oh, Handrock, of course.
iPhone versus Android.
Come on, iPhone.
Lime versus lemon.
Lemon.
Outdoor workouts versus equipment.
Man, that's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with outdoor.
All right. Barclays versus MSG.
Woo, that's a tough one, but Barclays is new, man. So I gotta go with the old school MSGG.
And that's the end of the game. My brother.
My God, I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming out. Let the people know where they can find you. Let them know where they can find your Instagram, Facebook for all your businesses.
Listen,
run it.
You can find Reps, which is any type of sports that you're interested for your children or yourself as an adult at Reps NYC. Put that at sign and then do REPS NYC. If you're trying to get right, get healthy, get in shape, it is AABILITY Fitness FITNESS. Ability Fitness. Get right. Get active. I don't care if you're in your crib. Hit me on Zoom. Don't be fat.
Don't be fat. Alright, guys, and you already know what it is. You can find us Keeping It Frank 100 on IG. Alright, it's called at Keeping It Frank 100 on Instagram. We're also on Facebook. Got a Facebook group going on. Try to build this little Facebook community. Yes, on, definitely come on there and leave comments and do it up. And from now on, we're gonna be airing these episodes on the Third Eye Media Network on YouTube. So definitely follow the best. Definitely subscribe to Third Eye Media Network on YouTube. And it's going down. Also Spotify, iTunes. We out here. All right.
Keeping It Frank. Thanks for having me on. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
I'm finished drinking there.
There you go.
Yeah.